So we'll continue the last class, lines and angles. In figure, angle PQR, angle PQR and angle PRQ, these two angles are equal. Then we need to prove that angle PQS and angle PRT are equal. Okay, given that the interior angles P of triangle PQR, that is angle PQR and angle PRQ are equal, we need to prove that the exterior angle of that triangle PQS and PRT are equal. So listen here, let us take angle PQR and angle PRQ as x degree. So angle PQR and angle PRQ as x degree. Ready? Now you know that ST, that is the points SQRT, ST is a line. ST is a line. Okay, so what can you say about angle PQS and angle PQR? PQS and PQR, are they linear pair? Yes, since they are linear pair, their angle sum is 180 degree, and you have taken angle PQR as x degree. So we can replace angle PQR by x. So we will get angle PQS plus x degree equal to 180 degree. So what is angle PQS, which is equal to 180 degree minus x degree. Let us keep this here as equation number 1. Okay, now we will consider the next part, that is angle PRT and angle PRQ. PRT and PRQ is also linear pair. So we can write angle PRT plus angle PRQ is equal to 180 degree because they are linear pair. Then angle PRT plus, in the first step you have taken angle PRQ as x degree, so we can replace this by x degree. You are getting 180 degree. So angle PRT is equal to 180 degree minus x degree. Let it be equation number 2. Now from equation 1 and equation number 2, what do you get? In equation number, angle PQS equal to 180 degree minus x degree, and in equation number 2, PRT is equal to 180 minus x degree. So whether the RHS of equation 1 and 2 are same? Yes, since the RHS of 1 and 2, equation 1 and 2 are same, we can say their corresponding LHS are also same. So from equation number 1 and 2 we will get angle PQS is equal to angle PRT. So this is what we need to prove. Angle PQS equal to angle PRT. So this is our third question from the textbook. So now listen another question. In figure, if x plus y equal to w plus z, then prove that AOB is a line. AOB is a line. So instead of proving AOB is a line, can we prove angle AOB is equal to 180 degree? So if angle AOB is 180 degree, is this a straight angle? Yes. So instead of proving AOB is a line, what we can prove? Angle AOB is 180 degree, or AOB is a straight angle, which means it is a line. Okay. So now listen. Here we have four angles, X, Y, Z and W. X, Y, Z and W. Those angles are about the point O. It is around the point O, about the point O. So what is X plus Y plus Z plus W? So full angle is 360 degree, isn't it? So once again, X plus Y plus Z plus W, these four angles are about a point O. So sum of these angles is equal to 360 degree. Okay, it's given that X plus Y, sum of the two angles, linear angles, is equal to sum of the next two linear angles, W and Z. So from this equation 1, we can replace X plus Y, W plus Z as X plus Y. Both as correct. So let us replace W plus Z as X plus Y. So X plus Y we are not changing. It is from equation 1. We are not changing X plus Y, but W plus Z or Z plus W we are changing as again X plus Y, which is equal to 360 degree. Now you can see that how many X is there? 2X. Same way 2Y is equal to 360 degree. So can we take 2 as a common factor? So 2 into X plus Y is equal to 360 degree. If 2 times X plus Y is 360 degree, what will be X plus Y? So X plus Y is equal to 360 degree divided by 2, which is equal to 180 degree. Now listen, X and Y, since X and Y are the angles of AOB. Angles of AOB, and they form 180 degree. Therefore, AOB is a line, straight line or line you can say. Now we are moving to the next question. In figure, POQ is a line. POQ is a line. Ray OR is perpendicular to line PQ. OS is another ray lying between rays OP and OR. So we need to prove that angle ROS is equal to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. Okay, so listen, it's proving question, so bit you have to concentrate. Okay, so we know that angle POR and angle ROQ each 90 degree. POR and ROQ 90 degree. Since ROQ is 90 degree, how can you understand it is 90 degree? Because in question it is given that OR is perpendicular, means it forms 90 degree with the line. So if this OS is not here, what you will get? POR and ROQ each 90 degree. Okay. Now we can take one more condition, that is angle POR. Angle POR whether it is an adjacent angle of POS and ROS. Yes, so POR can be written as angle POS plus angle ROS. The reason is adjacent angles. They are adjacent angles. Okay, so I am taking this one as equation number 1. Equation number 1. Same way, angle QOS is also an adjacent angle. So we can write this one as angle ROQ plus angle ROS. The reason is same. They are adjacent angles because QOS is having a common vertex O and they have a common arm OR. The non-common arms are either side of the common arm. So we can write angle QOS equal to angle ROQ plus angle ROS. Now we are replacing angle ROQ by angle POR, because you know that ROQ is 90 degree, same way POR also 90 degree. So we are replacing ROQ by angle POR plus angle ROS. No change. This is not changed, but this one we have changed because they are equal angles. Now see what is equation number 1 is saying. So from equation 1, what do you get? Angle QOS equal to angle POR. Angle POR is equal to angle POS plus angle ROS. So angle POR is equal to angle POS plus angle ROS plus once again angle ROS. So which is equal to angle POS plus. Now listen, what is angle ROS plus angle ROS? One angle ROS plus one angle ROS. You will be getting 2 times angle ROS. Till here whether the step is clear? Okay. Now just I am taking this part to the RHS. So angle POS plus 2 times angle ROS is equal to angle QOS. Just interchanging LHS and RHS. Interchanging LHS and RHS. And see again what we need to prove. ROS we need in the left side. In the question we need ROS in the left side. So we'll keep ROS to the left side. So here not ROS, 2 times angle ROS equal to angle QOS and transposing this one to the other side. So here we added with this term. So when you are transposing, it becomes subtraction. POS. So 2 times 2 into angle ROS is QOS minus angle POS. So what is angle ROS? Will be half of the angles QOS minus angle POS. This is what we need to prove. So last question from that exercise, that is, it is given that angle XYZ equal to 64 degree and XY is produced to point P. Draw a figure from the given information if ray YQ bisects angle ZYP. Find angle XYQ and reflex angle QYP. That is the question. That means the figure is not given. You want to draw a figure. So let us try to draw angle XYZ. So this is angle XYZ. It is given that its measure is 64 degree. Now XY is produced to a point P. That means X to Y direction. From X to Y direction we are extending. Let this point be P. So you want to remember since it is xy is produced, means x to y produced. If it is yx produced, means y to x direction you need to produce. Clear? Okay. Then what is given? If a ray yq, y we have here, we have a line yq is bisecting ZYP. What is mean by bisecting? Bisecting, making equal half, equal sectors, equal halves. So find angle XYQ. This angle XYQ means this full angle we need to find, and a reflex angle of QYP. Reflex angle means this larger angle we need to find. Okay, so listen how we are going to prove that. So listen here. We know that the ray YQ bisects angle ZYP. So which are the two angles equal here? Angle QYP and angle ZYQ are equal, because YQ is bisecting the angle. Now, given that angle XYZ is 64 degree, so what is the measure of angle ZYP? Can you tell? So for time being, just imagine that this line is not here, this ray is not here. So what is angle Z5P, which is equal to 180 degree minus angle XYZ, because they are linear pair. So 180 degree minus 64 degree. 180 minus 64 degree. So what do we get? 116 degree, right? 116 degree. Okay. So ZYP is 116 degree. Then what is angle QYP and angle ZYQ? Is it half of ZYP or half of 116 degree? So can we say that it is 58 degree? Okay. So you understood that ZYQ is 58 degree and XYZ is 64 degree. It's already given. Therefore, angle XYQ is equal to angle XYZ plus angle ZYQ, that is 64 degree plus 58 degree. Sorry. 1, 2, 2. Correct. 122 degree. Now we want to find a reflex angle QYP. So whenever you see the word reflex, or to find the measure of any reflex angle, you write 360 minus the measure of QYP. What is measure of QYP? Measure of QYP is 58 degree, isn't it? Measure of 58 degrees. Measure of QYP is 58 degree. So 360 minus 58 will be 302. 302 degree. Okay, so we got both the angles. By this we finished the exercise questions from that chapter, but I want to explain 2 more textbook solved questions. Okay, now we are doing a textbook solved example 2. Okay, in figure, ray OS stands on a line POQ. Ray OR and OT are angle bisectors of POS and SOQ. If POS equal to X, what is angle ROT? So once again you got a term bisectors, angle bisectors. What is mean by angle bisectors? Bisecting the angle, making half the angle. Okay, so given that OS stands on a line POQ. OS stands on the line POQ. So can we write angle POS plus angle SOQ is equal to 180 degree? Yes, because they are linear pair. See, it's a straight line. These two angles, they form linear pair. Next, given that angle POS is equal to X, angle POS equal to X, and ray OR bisecting angle POS. Ray OR bisecting angle POS. So can we write angle ROS is half of the angle X since the ray OR bisecting angle POS means it is making half. So whatever be the measure of angle POS, ROS and POR will be half of that. Okay, let us take like this. Now just before we got a linear pair, that is POS plus angle SOQ is equal to 180 degree, and we know that angle POS is X. So x plus angle SOQ is 180 degree. SOQ will be 180 degree minus x. Clear? Because here added, when you are transposing to other side, it becomes subtraction. 180 minus x. Also given that in the question also ray OT is bisecting, making half, isn't it? Bisecting angle SOQ. So since ray OT bisecting angle SOQ, we know that angle SOT and angle TOQ are equal. Angle SOT and angle TOQ are equal. So let us take angle SOT, only that angle, which is equal to half of angle SOQ, that is 180 minus x. So in previous classes you studied that if a number comes outside the bracket, you want to take this number for both the number inside. So half into 180 minus half into x, okay, which is equal to 90 minus x by 2. Half of x means x by 2. So we got the two angles. One is ROS equal to 1x by 2, equation number 1. And now we got SOT is equal to 90 minus x by 2. Let us take equation number 2. So our question is find angle ROT. Okay, find angle ROT. Now listen the question once again. ROT, whether it is an adjacent angle? Yes, it is an adjacent angle of ROS and SOT, correct? So we can write ROT as angle ROS plus angle SOT, that is they are adjacent. Angles. Now replace ROS by x by 2 from equation number 1 and SOT as 90 minus x by 2 from equation number 2. See here, x by 2 and minus x by 2 you can cancel. So what is remaining? 90 degree. So the measure of angle ROT is equal to 90 degree. So one more question we need to take from example. Okay, so last question from this part. In figure, OP, OQ, OR and OS are 4 rays. They start from the point O. Prove that angle POQ plus angle QOR plus angle SOR plus angle POS equal to 360 degree. We have a problem there. We cannot apply any of the theorems here, like linear pair or vertically opposite, none of them, because no line is there. So what we are doing is we are producing, or we are drawing a line, we are making a line from here by extending any of the ray. Any ray if you extend, you will get the line. So what we are doing is, the line OQ, we are extending to backward and marked this, taken this point as T. Now whether QOT is a line. Yes, because we extended this OQ, the ray OQ to backward. So TOQ, TOQ is a line by producing ray OQ backward. Okay, now see these two angles POT and POQ, are they linear pair? Yes. So angle POT plus angle POQ is equal to 180 degree, equation number 1. Now same way, we know that you can take any of the ray, because linear pair means only two we can take, isn't it? So from the downward angles, I am taking here angle TOS and angle SOQ is getting 180 degree, TOS and SOQ, because two angles only I can take at a time. Now it become linear pair. But you know that SOQ again an adjacent angle, so angle TOS plus SOQ can be written as SOR plus angle ROQ, which is equal to 180 degree again. Now I am taking this angle as equation number 2. Okay, so you understood why angle SOQ is adjacent angle, which is the sum of SOR and angle QOR. Adjacent angles. Okay. Now from equation 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, how many angles we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the sum of that 5 angles? Angle POT plus angle POQ plus angle TOS plus angle SOR plus angle ROQ is equal to, what do we get? These. Okay, so angle POT plus angle POQ plus angle TOS plus angle SOR plus angle ROQ. Angle POT plus angle POQ is 180 degree from first equation, and TOS plus angle SOR plus angle ROQ is 180 degree from second equation. So you are getting 360 degree, or simply you can see from the figure, it is the angle around a point about a point. So some will be 360 degree or they are complete angle. But see the question what we need to prove. We don't have POT and POQ, but we have POQ. We have POQ and QOR, SOR, ROQ. So in question we have POQ, QOR, SOR. But the third one is, see I marked with the red. We have POQ, SOR, ROQ. The fourth angle is angle POS. But angle POS is not here. But what we have instead of POS? Again we know that angle POS is adjacent and which is equal to angle POT plus angle TOS. So we can replace this one from these two. So angle POQ plus angle SOR plus angle ROQ plus angle POS equal to 360 degree. There is a slight change that in the question it is QOR. I took here ROQ. Are they same? Yes. Since the angle is mentioned at the point O, I am just replacing it by POQ, otherwise you may get the confusion. SOR plus angle QOR plus angle POS, which is equal to 360 degree. I hope it is clear for all. So complete this note while watching the video, and you need to attend the Google Meet live class in the afternoon session. So till noon you can complete this, and afternoon session I will ask the question based on this. Okay, so the session will be going like this. Either I will ask a person to explain it once again, or I will ask some questions. I hope it's clear. The next part is parallel lines and transversal lines, that we will do in the next session. Okay, thank you.